Right now, I got my new homeboy, Chop Squad.
Hey, what it do? What it do? You dig what I'm saying? St. Louis, what y'all on?
I'm happy to see you back in town. You ain't never here.
Man, I be trying to stay busy, stay focused. You know what I'm saying? If you stay still, it's you know, your whole little movement to be still.
So I see you on Instagram, Snapchat with monkeys, all type of shit in the studio, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
What you got going on? For those who don't know, he's like our up and coming super producer.
Yeah, I got a couple things going on. I've been on the scene for like maybe 4 years now. I just turned 24, so I've been on the scene since I was like 21. I first got on in 2015 by being Chief Keef main producer. And y'all know this is the Midwest, so Chief Keef is like real popular.
They fucks with Chief Keef.
Yeah. So I had got on for real through producing the majority of his tape called "Sorry for the Wait," and I just had the name Chop Squad DJ, and like. That's what we went with, and that kind of boosted me into the little mainstream. And then ever since then, I just been kind of holding down the Midwest, slowly growing my brand. So now I'm working with like bigger artists like French Montana and Sway Lee and I'm Diddy, and I'm just trying to stay in the mix that way as well. Right now I'm working on YG project, and I just recently did like a little production deal with Metro Boomin. So we got a company called Boominati. So that's what I've been working on. So I've been in the mix with all that. So, you know, just trying to stay, like I just said, you stay still, your whole career going to be stagnant. So I just try to stay busy in every possible way.
What made you want to become a producer? Like, what high school did you go to? You know, this is St. Louis question.
So, yeah, I'm from St. Louis.
Yeah,
like,
I know that.
Everybody be asking me, my friend
I know you from St. Louis.
Yeah, I'm from St. Louis. I went to Cardinal Ritter. I graduated in 2011.
Okay.
I went to Cardinal Ritter, the little college prep school
private,
in Midtown.
Private school?
Yeah, private school shouting. You did. But of course, you know, everybody got family, so my whole family from the hood and stuff. So, you know.
Cardinal Ritter is that ghetto private school.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to just go ahead and put that out there. Don't think y'all special.
No,
I
don't think you're special because you got a uniform on.
I went to the Berg, so I went to the white private school.
Oh, you went to the real private school.
Exactly. So,
you went to the private school. I went to a college prep. Yeah, so, but man, salute Cardinal Ritter, man. It helped you, you know what I'm saying, help you grow up, especially learning in that fast-paced environment, the way the schedule worked. But yeah, so I went to Cardinal Ritter. I graduated 2011. It's kind of crazy because it's like when I graduated, I thought I was going to be like, I was going to school for something completely different. I went to college in Chicago, Robert Morris University, and I majored in system engineering and analytics.
That's very different.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like building computers and like stuff like that. So,
you can curse.
Yeah, I was building computers, and like after that, I was like, is this really what I want to do? But like in reality, since I was like 17, I'm a classically trained pianist. I took piano lessons for 12 years, right? So I just stopped taking lessons after I graduated high school because it was like I couldn't dedicate any more time to it.
Yeah.
But the whole time, I'm not knowing that making music is a career. I'm thinking like you got to get chosen or somebody finds you like a scout for a sport or something. So I'm in school. By freshman year it ends, and I was just chilling in the hood with Keith, Dirk, all them before everybody blew up, and then I started hanging around with that main producer, Young Chop. So Young Chop brought me into the whole game. Like he was basically put me on game. Like you ain't gotta go to school, my boy. Like if you don't want to go to school, like don't go to school. Like only do that if that's your path. Like everybody ain't got the same path. You know what I'm saying? And as I felt that was my path, like. In reality, since my talent was so dominant in my life, I could become a producer. So he taught me, honestly, the game. Like, this is how it works, this is how you get paid, this is how you make it legit, and this is how you honestly make it a living. So basically, I did a little co-publishing deal with Warner Chappell with him, and it ended in 2015. And in between that time, that's when I created the Chop Squad brand to separate myself from him. So inside of that brand, that's how you get me, because you know my name DJ, so Chop Squad DJ. So basically, after I graduated high school, and after all that stuff happened at Robert Morris, I found out like I can just drop out and get a check right then and there, because I feel like when you go to school, you do all that just so you can get a check. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I might well go get a check right now. So I dropped out of college. I immediately flew out to L.A. I got a quick little deal. I started working nonstop and started fulfilling my requirements inside the deal. So inside the requirements, I had started building my own personal relationship with artists like Dirk, Keith, like, and then recently, like, they started coming out. It was like Lucci, like G Herbo, just newer people. Like, basically the people that came around in the same time I did that was like the same class. So inside of that, I started getting major placements and having a more dominant and more common household name. And so now I got my personal relationships to work so far as to where I don't even have to really be around them doing music. It's like they my homies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I got a new deal, and I'm working. And now I'm working with a broad range of artists, not just artists from the Midwest. Like I got 2 on Ray Shrimmer follow-up album for their
Teed
sophomore.
Up.
Yeah, Teed Up is their little single right now. It's produced by me and Metro Boomin. And I co-produced their next single that's about to come out ASAP called Power Glide with Juicy J. So, and that's just like I said, building a personal relationship. It can turn into a career, you know what I'm saying, and a business relationship, you know. So I just use that, and then I'm working with, like YG, and then one of my close friends is T Grizzly. And
I was just about to say, you ain't even speak on Grizzly yet.
Oh, I got to. That's Grizzly Gang for life. So look, me and T just like we both from like St. Louis. We both like was around the right thing, but decided to do sometimes not the right things, and just ultimately you decided to like in your mind, like if you want your life to change, your mind has to change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he got an EP on the way. I executive produced it. It's called Activated, and it's gonna be his first album ever. I'm excited. We got a lot of features on it. Y'all already know T Grizzly come with them lyrics. He ain't just trying to get you to dance. Like if you listen to, it's gonna be something lit. But if you listen to what he's saying, it's a message in every song.
Yeah.
So I executive produced the whole project. We got about 30 records. We're gonna narrow it down to about 14 to 15. We're gonna bring it to y'all in the second week of April. Activated. So that's on the way too. So inside of me doing the Ray Shrimmer stuff and working with T Grizzly, I've been focusing on my original breakout artist, which is Dirk, and we got Signed to the Streets 3 on the way. So just staying involved in the mainstream culture and just doing my thing in style by still being me. Like I learned, like since I'm a pianist, like I put my music is my way of like my outlet of emotion. So what I do is, like, I play everything. Instead of sitting there and clicking, like in the little programs we use, I play everything using the keyboard. So I use my music expertise to really give me a little boost in the music industry. So, because a lot of people are not real instrumentalists or musicians. Instead, they're like programmers or beat makers. It's a big deal and a big difference between beat makers and producers, you know. And I'm a producer. I like to help mold the whole record together. I like to help actually make a song come together, not just give you a beat and see what you do to it. And that's really how I got my little start, because by me being more hands-on, people were more willing to have me around more and gave me more of an opportunity to shine and let my style be shown through the public as well.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're doing good. We see you out here working, and St. Louis support you. I support you. I was like, let me text Chop Squad and see if he in town. Please say in town. He was like, yeah, come some more. I'm like, this was God.
Yeah, that was a blessing. I was All-Star Weekend had just passed, and I was out there. Yeah, it was in L.A., so I was just in the mix. Went to a couple parties, slam dunk competition, just trying to, do my little thing. And since, Teed Up, actually, we did a sync deal with ESPN, so it's going to be used for the entire season all the way up until like June, every week in a new commercial. And so they, like, of course, since it being part of their campaign, they invited us to a lot of the different events and parties that they had that weekend. So it was lit, it was turned up, and it was just a nice vibe just to be around like-minded people who only want to network and win. Like, because it's hard to be in the right environment where it's not just about you, it's about everybody. So that's what we on now. So we just steady working, and All-Star Weekend was fun. Salute to everybody in St. Louis that came out. There was a couple people that came out. I like to see St. Louis become more, like, come together as a community instead of separate. So that's what I'm focusing on in my next year. Like, this is what I'm doing. So this is my breakout year. I'm trying to bring the city together more.
You answered all my questions within one, but I do got a question for you, because most people don't understand this. Like, the new wave, and I hate to say, like, the culture that we are like molding, like, for the new sound is coming. Like, how do you feel about it? Like, what do you think about it? Because the old heads really don't understand it. I feel like they're starting to respect it more, but like, we understand it. Like, the vibe is totally different. It ain't all this, you gotta have this fancy glitz and glamour. It's about the mold. It's about the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like about that momentum just right there.
Well, millenniums in general, they believe in living in the moment. I was born in the 90s. I'm a 90s baby.
Me
you know
too.
What I'm saying? Yeah, I was born in 93. So, like, I'm basically, I'm used to, I grew up on words meaning something. But as time grew up, words aren't the only way to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? Melodies, tones, frequency also affect you as an individual inside. Like, so you got to understand how the ear works, and sonically, certain sounds will affect you emotionally,
Yeah.
And so now it's all about the vibe. And so when I say living in a moment, I really mean living inside of how that moment makes you feel. And that's what the culture is moving towards. Instead of you just having to put together a story to make people comprehend and get your point across, that same story can be sealed up in a melody that's repetitive and syncopated and gets into somebody's brain to the point to where they can't get out their head. And every time they hear it, it makes them feel that way. So that's living in the moment. And that's what millennials are on. So I don't mind the culture going this way. I just feel like there has to be, because at one point in time, the music that we grew up on was considered to be trash to somebody else, like our grandparents or something.
Yeah.
So I don't like the word trash. I just like to say creative or different, because you got to understand something that you don't like doesn't necessarily mean someone else won't like it. You know.
Yeah. You like super intelligent. Like sitting down speaking to you. You right.
I be thinking about a lot of stuff because honestly, longevity in the music game is hard to do.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to be focused in this game too. If you just in this game,
I can name so many artists,
skipping
and producers.
through.
Yeah, I can name so many artists and producers that got caught up in the moment, and you look up and it's over.
No, we ain't gonna do that. So
I'm not naming them. I can because it's like public fact and public record that everybody knows.
Yeah,
who
now
comes and goes.
With all these tell-all stories that's going on and all these movies,
our attention span so small. It's like we don't even get a chance to really enjoy something before the next something is out.
Yeah.
You know?
What can we expect from you like in the next 3 to 5 years? Because I know this your moment. We see it.
3 to 5 years. My ultimate goal, like no matter what, I want to be a teacher. I like to teach people how to be themselves, how to express themselves through music or whatever your field of expression is. But mine is music, so I like to help other people discover themselves through music. So in the next 3 to 5 years, hopefully I have different foundations set up, and I have different gateways and opportunities for younger people in the younger generation to express themselves positively through music and keep them out the streets. So hopefully I end up somewhere being a teacher or like a conductor. I just want to be a teacher, honestly. So I can see myself in 5 years, maybe by 30. I want to be so solidified in the music industry to where I'll be able to bring people together just only through music without me even having to talk, you know. So right now I'm just trying to be able to build my brand right now it's a household brand. Right now I want it to be a worldwide brand. So that's why I'm focusing on bigger artists and trying to get my reach even further out there.
Chop Squad, you are a vibe within itself. I'm just going to put that out there, all right? You setting the whole moment up for everything. Man, tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Man, everywhere on social media on Chop Squad DJ, CHOPSQUADJ, and everywhere. That's no matter where. And my email is chopsquaddj1@gmail.com. And you already know, man, it's the Boominati way. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, everybody got growth, man. And right now, I spent my last 3-4 years focused on my Chop Squad brand. And as me growing up and becoming an individual, I want to start promoting my Boominati brand, too. Because Boominati represents unity, and that's the company me and Metro got. So I'm promoting Boominati as well. So you'll catch me one day call myself Boominati DJ or Chop Squad DJ. I don't care.
Chop Squad with the chopsticks on the Boominati tip.
You dig? So just stay tuned because it's the Boominati way. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, like, me and Metro are trying to bring this city together, and it just takes unity and a united mind state, because you can talk about unity, but if you don't got that mind state that represents the unity, it's not going to really happen. So you about to see me link up with everybody I possibly can who has a voice inside of my city and outside of my city to help bring my city together, because we're in a dangerous time right now to where people feel like since they don't have anything to lose, that they're willing to risk it all at any given time. And I want to get people out that mindset, man, because I'm gonna tell you, I was in the same trenches all y'all in. I was eating the same thing y'all was eating. I wish sandwiches, yeah, you know them. I wish I had some meat sandwiches. Everything on the sandwich but meat, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I came from that. I came from ramen noodles, and I came from syrup sandwiches and toast, and that's what I came from. I came from Chinaman every day and emos, praying that I can even get some emos, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm from the Lou, and I'm going to show you, like, struggle is a mindset. It's not a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And if you decide to make your mindset the struggle, it become your lifestyle. So I'm trying to help people get out of it. So just know, St. Louis, I love y'all, and I'm on y'all side, man. And whatever I can do can help. I'm on it. I'm paying attention to every artist, and that's in every way. Graphical artists, videographers, singers, rappers, anybody who express themselves and is trying to reach out, I promise you, I'm watching you. Even if I don't comment on your post, I don't like your post, I'm not trying to hate or nothing. I watch and I plot, because my next move could be to bring you in.
In real life.
For real, man. Salute, man. I love y'all. And keep supporting me, man, because this ain't the end. It's the beginning. And I'm happy I even got an opportunity to have this platform to tell y'all that love is everywhere, man, and we can all come together to unity by having the right mindset, man. So it's the Boominati way.
Let's kick this off the right way, though. You got to introduce Heat Up.
Oh, yeah, man. So, you know, right now, Y'all about to listen to Ray Shrimmer's new single on Hot 104.1, the only station to listen to it on. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out Princess Storm. We in this bitch teed up right now. Ray Shrimmer, teed up, produced by me and Metro Boomin. Let's get it.